Coronavirus cases are still on the rise across the U.S., leading other nations who are seeing declines to recommend against vacations for their citizens here, hurting our tourism-dependent businesses.
But it's also hurting our travel agencies as flights out of the country are scarce. ABC 7's David Furtado has more.
Across the world, tourism is heating up. England just opened up travel to 59 different countries without the need for self-isolation as they gain control of the coronavirus. Back here in the States, though, it's still rampant, adding an extra level of financial hurt for the shops on the main street of America.
There are a lot of people that are in financial trouble up and down the road. Restaurants, bars, art galleries, antique shops, because we're just not getting the people.
As Europeans begin to travel outside their countries, the U.S. is not one of the go-to destinations, as health officials confirm nearly 3 million cases of the illness.
They're afraid of us.
And that fear dishing out some hits to the travel industry.
We did not have anyone else travel anywhere until the middle of June. So it has had a great impact on the industry.
We average about 80,000 foreigners a year come over to travel Historic 66, and unfortunately because of the pandemic they're not coming this year. So we're missing them, first because we're friends and we've met a lot of them over the years. Secondly, for the income, because they spend money when they come.
For the Lyle Art Gallery, it's going to be a loss of $20,000.
Yeah. Because next winter, what are we going to do?
Owner Bob Lyle says the lack of tourism makes it a situation of Americans helping out Americans.
And before it hasn't been. I mean, we like them, but they weren't the majority of our business, you know.
For the travel industry, several variables are hindering vacations, like losing work days due to mandatory quarantines, and some destinations are just not open. So Samara Mile, owner of Amarillo Travel Network, is encouraging people to travel locally, and even then, it can still be challenging.
We have a lot of people that are just road tripping and doing things in New Mexico and in Colorado. Again, you have to be careful and watch the restrictions for each of those states when you travel, and it changes.
As the summer really gets going and more people have time off, Lyle says now is the opportunity to check out those local spots and learn the stories of the past.
We get too caught up, too busy making a living instead of making a life.
I do believe that we can take any situation and turn it for good. So this may be a time that you just get creative in how you spend your time with your family.
In Amarillo, David Furtado, ABC 7 News.
And Miles says even though travel is tough right now with the pandemic, families use vacations as a way to reconnect, so it isn't too early to start planning for next year.